It's the state of Maritime Wrestling.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the episode 19 of the State of Maritime Wrestling podcast. I am your host, the Maritime Wrestling Superfan, here to keep you all, everyone, updated and caught up on the news and the upcoming shows and the current shows coming up in the East Coast indie wrestling scene. And on this week's episode, I will be recapping all four big shows across LPW, Brawl at Omaha 8, Red Rock Wrestling, the Cord Fest, Capital City Wrestling, Strong is in session, and the NBWA, the Brunswick Professional Wrestling Association, Mayhem in Minto. So, we are gonna start with LPW, which was happening on last Friday, and the results for the show, the matches, were Patrick O'Neal beating Scotty Crew, Pat Persuasi beating Caden, Chevron beating Zatara, Rugged Rick Owens beating Terry Killam, and a new champion for the main event. The big bad Logan Green himself defeats Horsepower Hunter Sampson and becomes the new looked Prestige Wrestling LPW champion. So I want to give a big congratulations to Logan Green on becoming the new LPW champion. You deserve it, man. You're one of the best heels in the indie wrestling scene, in Capital City Wrestling, just overall, because he is an amazing wrestler and really entertaining. And all the other guys, like Scotty Crew, he's one of the best. He's really unique heel, especially when he comes out. He has a little box of like those dog treats that he throws into the crowd, or most specifically at the ladies. And that's what's really unique about Scotty Crew, where he also gets a lot of the heat from the fans. Like, he's that amazing at that. He's really entertaining too. But Patrick O'Neal, and he's getting better, and he's learning from the best. Especially he's learning a lot from Scotty Crew, and he's in those reps, and yeah, he's really improved a lot from some of the shows that I watched, and some of the matches that I watched, his matches. But yeah, nothing beats Scotty Crew than Port City's finest, Caden. He is one of the best heels in like CCW and LPW, the Brunswick Professional Wrestling Association, and Island Pro Wrestling. He's one of the amazing heels there. Like, especially, like, I really liked the whole color scheme with him rocking the hot pink, like with the hot pink fur coat, and then like the pink and blue. Like, I find pink really fits him a lot. And he's a really entertaining wrestler as the heel. And he's a really awesome guy though too. Same with Logan. He's a really awesome guy though too. And Patrick O'Neal too. But Pat Swayze, he's really impressed me since he came back into the wrestle in CCW and the NWA. He's really impressed me, especially when he comes out. He just like does the jumping jacks, and he uses like some exercises as one of his moves for attacking his opponent. I find that's really unique though too. And like he usually comes with a protein shaker bottle, but amazing. Amazing as both the heel or a baby face, but even during the mission he comes out and runs around, jogs around the ring. And that's really something else, really unique about him too. Because he reminds me of Kurt Angle, but more athletic. And yeah, really athletic. It's nothing like one of the best heels would have to be Chevron, the Albertan Clipper, Chevron. Like, I've seen his matches. He is amazing as a heel that he is. He gets the heat from a lot of the fans in CCW. He's a badass, though, too. And, yeah, his theme is really good. It's a country song, Whiskey Myers or something, I think. The Hammer. It's a really good song, really good theme that fits him. And plus, like, him and Scott Lee are known as Crude Oil, which is another really good tag team. But wow, he's freaking amazing. And Zatara, I don't think I've never ever seen Zatara before. But I'll be looking up for him at one of the CCW shows. One of the best freaking baby faces in CCW is Rugged Rick Owens. He is my all-time favorite babyface. In CCW, especially, he's over. And the people just love him. And I think he's a really entertaining as the babyface. And I really liked him. I really liked him with the heavyweight title when he had his reign with the heavyweight NWA heavyweight title. He's had a lot of good matches though, really good matches, especially a main event with none other than the freaking Green Bastard. They took down Crude Oil, and holy shoot, it was good. And he won one of the best. He's Rugged Rick Owens is the dang man himself. But Kerry Killam, the pillar of your community. I've mistaken that. I thought it was like the pillar of the community. Now apparently I was wrong. It's the pillar of your community. And like the way that he just comes out, especially since he's the current NWA River Valley title champion. He has the title belt tucked into his shirt and he wears it like a tie. And that's what's, oh man, I love that kind of thing of it. He's had a lot of good title matches, and he's really successfully defended the title a lot, especially with his new sidekick, Mr. Walt, Wonderful Walt, which is gonna be very good. But he's a really good heel, really amazing at it. And, Horsefire Hunter Sampson, what can I say about him? Horsefire Hunter Sampson, he's over in CCW and also in IHW as well. Especially with the whole, he's had a lot of great matches, even when he teamed up with Brother Love. And Roddy Rick Owens too. And even when he does singles matches, he's really entertaining, and he gets a lot of love from his fans there too. What's really interesting is that he is a heel in Innovative Hybrid Wrestling Riverview, when they're having Riverview, which is very, very interesting. But, geez, yeah. Kudos to everyone on the Look Prestige Wrestling, just for what they do for the Look Prestige Wrestling. And now, Red Rock Wrestling Cornfest at the Cornwall APM Center in Cornwall, Prince Edward Island. So, the results for the matches for this show were Bradford Montague beat Ethan Knight. I've never ever seen Bradford Montague before, but I've seen some clips of him and his matches. Looks like a really good wrestler, and probably local around PEI, with obviously Montague. But Ethan Knight's the best heel, though. Just overall, he's the best heel, especially, what's really unique about, Ethan Knight is, when he comes into the ring, he asks the ref to, grab his, jacket, and he shimmies it off. He shimmies it slowly, and that's what's he's a really entertaining heel. Really entertaining, even both when he teams up with Hollywood, as for Hollywood, he's amazing. And then there was the Chris Cook versus Cody Uno Ocho title match that was advertised, but unfortunately, Cook announced that he is not cleared and told Cody that they would have a match at the December 5th show, and Cody attacked Cook. Cowboy Mike Hughes comes out and tells Cody he only has that title match in December. If he wins an impromptu match, Cody ends up with a match against Shizenko. Now, I remember Chris Cook as Stitchface when he had that storyline where in Northville when he got the bottle to the eye by Cleric, and that whole storyline when he started that Stitchface character. Man, that's why I remember. He's really Yeah, he's a really good wrestler. I think he's had a match against Chip Chambers for the Maritime Heavyweight title, which was, I would say, match of the year, but yeah, who knows? Chris Cook is one of the best. The big picture. And, yeah, Cowboy Mike Hughes, I don't think he's wrestling anymore. He's the owner of the promoter of Red Rock Wrestling. But, I've seen Cody Uno Ocho, in like, as like low, formerly as Low Blade and North Pro and wrestling in Windsor and all that. And like, he's now been traveling a lot internationally, wrestling internationally in Thailand and like Mexico and all that. Really, really good opportunities, man. But Shazenko, I've seen a lot of stuff from him. He's from all the way down from Cape Breton. And, really amazing wrestler. Anyways, with Cody's match against, Cody Uno Ocho's match against Shazenko, Cody loses by disqualification. DQ. Then next match was a triple threat match, which was supposed to be Thad Howard versus Lincoln Steen versus Narcissus Saint, but as advertised. But it ended up with FKA Fraser Kenneth Adams versus Lincoln Steen versus Narcissus Saint. And well, I've seen Lincoln Steen wrestle in a lot, all over the Maritimes. He's one of the best freaking wrestlers in Maritime wrestling. And one of his best matches would be with Rudy Lockhart. And the Tornado Tag Team match with him and Jugs, Wing Jugs versus Sabotage and Legit. But yeah, one of the best old school wrestlers. And Narcissus Saint, man, he's really. I've seen him wrestle in Capital City's wrestling in Fredericton, which is amazing. And he's a babyface in CCW up in Fredericton, and he's had a lot of great feuds, like against Kirk Obey, the Northern Star Kirk. Obey. And FKA Fraser Kenneth Adams, who is formerly known as another name, but it's not really that well-known, but I've seen him, I think, wrestle in a VIP match at one of the North Coast shows against Joey White. And yeah. But so Steen gets piloted outside for most of the match and gets near him, but Saint steals the win, pinning Steen. And the next match was the tag team match. The Forsaken beat the team of Old School on Nehemiah for these. So the Forsaken is the hardware Chris Charters and Purple Bill. And seen both of these guys, like, I believe they team up. They wrestled in CCW against Brother Love and Horsepower Hunter Sampson at one of the CCW shows. But both Chris Charters, he's a freaking best heel. He's a heel in CCW. Really good. But he's a babyface in IHW, which is amazing. In review specifically. And Kurt Cobain, he's mostly wrestling in CCW and so on. And he's a really amazing heel in CCW. And yeah. I've seen Old School under my in probably like North once or twice for the $10,000 community battle royal that they have. And I've never seen Voorhees before, but I'm looking forward to seeing him. Now the Kid. The main event for that match was the Kid, Rudy Lockhart, beats Hollywood Cole and retains the Red Rock Wrestling Light Heavyweight title. But then Ethan Knight attacked Rudy, and then Hollywood Cole attacked Rudy too. And this is Rudy Lockhart's one of the best, and he is one of the best, especially with the Red Rock Wrestling light heavyweight title. And he's a really amazing wrestler. His matches are really good, especially he's had a lot of great matches against Dwight Sterling. He's had a lot of great matches. Moondog Don Davis, John Orion, the #1 contenders match for that against Jason Boa, Chip Chambers, and Julie White. Crazy good. And I find that with this building up to like the main event, to the show that will be going on in December, with Easy Night, I think it will be really good. So that night ends with the announcement for the TLC match on December 5th with Easy Night versus Rudy Lockhart for the Red Rock Wrestling Light Heavyweight title. Now, on that same night, it was Capital City Wrestling presents Strong Zoom session at the Capitol Exhibition Center in Fredericton, New Brunswick, where for the VIP matches, it's two of them. Anthony Deuce Harlem was making his Capital City Wrestling debut and beat Benoit Gravel. And then the next VIP match was Matt Strong beat Oscar Ironside. Now, I've actually seen Benoit Gravel wrestle a couple times at CCW, and just recently he came back to Northborough and took on Guerrero Sia. Holy, what a match that was. Like, it was a really good match. And, never seen Anthony Deuce Harlem before, like wrestle yet, but I'm really looking forward to seeing him wrestle for the first time. But I've seen him in like a few like wrestling promotions. Looks like a real good heel kind of guy. But man, now for the opening match for the main show, Horsepower Hunter Sampson beat Kerry Dunn by disqualification. So I feel like with this feud going on with Horsepower Hunter Sampson and Kerry Kellum, I feel like could see a new NWA River Valley champion. And I could see that gold around Horsepower Hunter Sampson. Then next, Patrick O'Neal beat Port City's finest, Caden. Stormy Hale was making her CCW wrestling debut, and she beat Natty G. I've seen Stormy wrestle in Island Pro Wrestling, and I've seen her like at ringside with the whole show with Logan at some parts at CCW shows, and even when she comes out as the ultimate female, well, that's what she is. I think that you're right. Seeing her like at ringside with Jane Valentine, it's something. And Logan Hume, LG beat Zatara. I've never seen Zatara before, but heck, I'll be looking forward to seeing him. Next match, the Ultimate Male, Zane freaking Valentine, Butter Love. Now, I got a lot of great things to say about Zane Valentine. Oh, he is one of the freaking best heels. He's the heel of all heels in Maritime Wrestling. Especially with the theme that he has, the Cyrus by Alan Parsons project or something. Dude, like, when that song comes on, that just gives me the chills, like, through my spine. And it just comes out with, maybe like a little spray bottle, start spraying the crowd, and he has a lot of great sayings about him. He's a really good heel. He gets to heat a lot from the fans too. But Butter Love, he's in better, and he's getting in those threats. And I really enjoy watching him because he sort of reminds me of like Brother Love in a way, like in a different way, but really amazing babyface, gets the love from fans, and really good. Rugged Rick Owens, next match, Rugged Rick Owens beat Pat Swayze. Now the main event was for the NWA Tag Team Champions. And I with this storyline with Crude Oil and Ace Dynasty, the one Spike SD and Slick McGregor, they've been building this like feud up, especially in other like shows, at the Stanley show when they took on the Last Action Heroes, and then like Protein Power, and then like Crude Oil. Like, I felt like this could be like another good feud of the year, but Crude Oil beat Ace Dynasty and becomes the second time NWA Tag Team Champion. So I'm gonna congratulate both Matt Sherborne and Scotty Crew on becoming the second time NWA Tag Team Champions. And that was all the results that I had. There wasn't no NWA heavyweight title match. Speaking of NWA, Mayhem and Mentor was happening on last Sunday, where Keaton beat Sebastian Amore. And I never heard of Sebastian Amore, but I've seen some pictures of them like wrestling and other promotions, and yeah. And Horsepower of Love, Horsepower Hunter Samson and Trevor Love beat the Last Action Heroes. Each other beat Matt Strong. He retains the NWA River Valley title. Stormy Hale beat the Latina Spice Nat Castle. That's another wrestler I haven't seen yet. Crude Oil beat Patrick O'Neal and Oscar Ironside. And then the main event, which was Nick Strong. It was for the NWA heavyweight title. Nick Strong beat Rugged Rick Owens and retains the NWA title. So near the end of the match, Rick Owens puts Nick Strong in the chicken wing hold, but accidentally bumps referee Alex Harris. Harris goes down and doesn't see Nick Strong tapping out. Owens lets go of the hold to check on the referee, and Strong takes advantage and pins Owens to retain the title. And on a side note, the Latinas, Spice, Nat Castle, and Sebastian Amore are from New York, and they are a real-life couple. That's pretty interesting. And that was all of the current shows I had. But for the upcoming shows, East Coast Pro Wrestling presents Autumn Aggression 2025, where Ethan Knight will take on Rudy Lockhart in a Maritime chain match. Fuzenko will be taking on FK Fraser Kenneth Adams and Vanessa Craven, the East Coast Pro Wrestling Women's Champion, in a 2-on-1 handicap match. Justin York will defend the East Coast Pro Wrestling Celtic Roots title against JP Sims, and with Dave Bullis, Moondog Thor Davis returns to East Coast Pro Wrestling to take on the East Coast Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Looking seen in a 2-out-of-3 falls double jeopardy match for the East Coast Pro Wrestling Heavyweight title. And also WWE Hall of Fame Tito Santana will be making an appearance at that show. Then Dave Bullis Championship Wrestling will be having their special Halloween event at the Parkside Pub and Smokehouse in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. And they just announced the Supercard Extreme in Spring Hill, Nova Scotia, where Chip Chambers will be defending the Maritime Heavyweight title against Ethan Knight in a no DQ match. Wayne Judge will be taking on Lincoln Steen. Wayne Judge will be returning to take on Lincoln Steen. Jonathan Cross will be taking on Dawson James in a tables match. And, well, for the Halloween match, or for the Parkside Pub and Smokehouse Halloween show, Lincoln Steen will be taking on Madison Miles for the first time. Damon Spades will be taking on Ryan Storm. Oliver Hansen will be taking on with secret special referee for Damon Spades and Ryan Storm. Oliver Hansen will be taking on Ricky Mortis. Jonathan Cross will be taking on Joey White. And Chip Chambers will be taking on Ian Pratt for the first time. And for Jonathan Cross, he's also the reigning independent DIY wrestling champion. But yeah. And for Kaizen Pro Wrestling, Unwatch presents Unwinding Clock. The only announced match that I got was Benoit Guerrero teams up with Ian Pratt, and they will team up and take on Dawson James and Matt Kerr. And also big news, Hollywood Heathens and Dawson James will be making their pro wrestling debut, Pro Wrestling Ontario debut, against the Foundation versus the Uprising versus the SBBC in a fatal four-way tag trios match for the trios title. And Pro Wrestling Unleashed will be returning back in on November 2nd. And Real Savage Pro Wrestling will be having their Nightmare in the Ring, Crush My dans le Ring 3, where Cage will be taking on Vice the Clown, Ollie Vice will be taking on Sucker, Vincent Tyler will be taking on Snake, Chaz will be taking on Anthony Deuce Harlem and JD Vintage, Chaos will be taking on Vic Manson, Charles will be taking on Dominic Warrior, and Chantal will be taking on Sarah Stone and Ronnie Payne. And the main event will be China Ryan will be taking on Wesley Pipes and Dad Howard for the Real Savage Pro Wrestling Heavyweight title. And also speaking of Halloween, Island Pro Wrestling will be having a Karen in the Taproom pop-up show where I saw Patrick O'Neal will be making his IPW debut against the Ultimate Male, Zane Valentine, and the one Spike Essie will be taking on the Albertan Clipper at Siobhan. And North Pro just announced their Crimson Skies event back at the Italian Board for October 25th. And on that same night is Capital City Wrestling, March Mash at the Capital Exhibition Center. And yes, that's all that I have. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to go follow the State of Maritime Wrestling Instagram page and Facebook page. And make sure to hit that like button, turn on the notifications for more videos on the matches and wrestling matches and all that. But and make sure to smash that subscribe button. See you all later.